Here is the very first house I ever built in Enshrouded. I was very proud of it back then, and I still like it today. But the roof is quite simple, almost empty, with barely any features. It's easy to see that I was just starting out, and to be honest, it's far from perfect. So I kept building one house after another. And in the end, I built a whole town. After making so many roofs, I picked a few simple tricks to add more shape and detail, and today I want to share them with you. So grab your hammer and let's build.
Hi.
Hello builders, today we are going to work on this building together and turn its plain roof into something more interesting. We will use the half-timbered block and the refined wood block, and since today it's all about the roof, we will mainly use the stone shingle roof block. Of course, feel free to use any material you like. Before we start, as you can see, there's only a single layer of roof placed here. What I always recommend is adding a second roof layer, and there are a few reasons for that. First, when you place it like this, it adds more depth and volume to the building. Second, depending on the wall block underneath, some small elements can stick out and visually it doesn't look very clean. Adding a second roof layer helps cover all of that, and it also comes with a few other benefits that I will explain a bit later in the video. This video is split into several segments. In the first 3 of them, I'll show you the small builds I usually add to my roofs. And finally, we'll focus on adding more details, including chimneys. Alright, I'm going to add a second roof layer to the entire building, and then we'll jump into the first section. Let's begin with the first build. This is something I use on many of my buildings. It's very quick to do, and it allows you to add a small window that brings a bit of light inside. Some builders plan their roof windows in advance. That's not really my case. I am more in the team that builds a simple roof first and then comes back later to add details. So in our case, we'll have to remove a few roof blocks one by one to create the opening. This building is made just for the video and will be removed later, so don't be surprised if it looks unfinished. The size of this build should match the size of the roof, and you can use any material and any type of window you like. Here are a few different examples to give you some ideas and variations. I hope you enjoyed this first build. Now let's move on to the second one. This one is a slightly bigger build, which I often use to raise the front facades a bit. What I'm showing you here is just the base. You can change the size, swap the materials, or add anything you want to fit your building. There is still room for more shapes on this roof, so let's go to the third build. This next build is a dormer. For me, it's the best add we can bring to a roof. The construction can be a bit more tricky than the other ones, but it's really worth it. I have only used it on my tavern so far, but I definitely need to try it on more buildings. I hope these 3 builds gave you some ideas. Now it's time to add details to the entire roof. Let's start by building some chimneys for this roof. I usually use refined stone block and fencing stone block, but as always you can use any block you like. The chimneys are mostly decorative. They don't have any real function. But if you want to give your roof a more realistic feel, like the chimneys shown here with some smoke coming out, this is how I usually do it. The chimneys are done, so it's time to give the roof a bit more character. In a medieval city like mine, perfectly clean roofs don't really make sense. So grab your decay tool and let's go for it. From the inside, with a double layer roof, you can remove any chimney blocks that stick out. It stays neat. With a single layer roof, the chimney blocks will always show. And the holes from the inside are visible. It doesn't look neat. For beginner builders, I hope this video has been helpful. If you have any doubts or questions, feel free to use the comments section. I'll try to reply as quickly as I can. For more experienced builders, I hope you still enjoyed the video. Thank you so much to everyone for your support. I'll now leave you with some shots of my city, which might give you some extra inspiration. See you very soon, à bientôt, merci beaucoup.